Good evening, everyone. This is Karen Dobda, Quaker Valley's Director of Innovation and Strategic Initiatives. This evening, I will be sharing with you our annual technology update. As I was preparing for this evening, I came across this quote. Embracing technology to make learning more engaging is something that we do each and every day at Quaker Valley. Our students and teachers have made great strides over the last couple years as they use these tools to enhance their learning and make learning more meaningful and relevant. Tonight, in our presentation, we will hear from 6 students. These students will share with you some of their favorite apps and online resources and how they use these tools for learning each and every day in their classroom. So without any further delay, let's start the presentation.
Hi, I'm Sarah Schoner, the Academic Specialist at Edgeworth Elementary. I'm working with Jack Turan and some other 4th grade students on the Edgeworth Journey Around the World. We started this year at Kennywood, and we've been tracking our mileage using pedometers to move to different places around the world. So over the course of the year, we've stopped at about 10 different locations, and these 4th graders have picked the locations and let their other peers vote on where we're going. So Jack is going to explain more about how that process works.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm 4th grade at Edgeworth Elementary. So we have pedometers, keep track of our steps, and I'm guessing they convert those steps to miles. Mr. May tells me or Miss Schoner how many miles we have. Google Earth tells us where we can find different locations to go, and then we put those in our forms. In Google Earth, we have Japan, and you can use this measurement thing. So we just add the point, and then we go here, and then it tells you what the distance is. And then we go around Tokyo and find places that are around 6,400 miles. Maybe the United Kingdom or something, like Spain. Here's the computer course. We have the Edgeworth Journey, and then we have choose our next stop. Edgeworth's Journey Around the World. We gave the locations and facts about the locations. And then we have the link to the forms. And this is the form we use. So we put the places that we found here. These were all the choices, and people picked Tokyo. Bangkok, Tokyo, and New Delhi were the choices. And we have the responses here. And at the bottom, we have a pie chart that tells us how much percentage did each place get, and Tokyo got the most. Just heard about the Edgeworth's Journey Around the World.
Hi, my name is Catherine Henry. I'm a 5th grader at Osborne Elementary. Today, I'm going to tell you about how we use Nearpod in our classes every day. So first, you would go into Schoology, and once you get into Schoology and it loads, you would go into the class that you're in currently. And so for me, it would be Science and Health. So I'd click on it, and then I would go into the student-paced Nearpod, which is in the materials section, and I would click on that. And then once you got to the Welcome to Your Lesson page, you would hit Join Lesson, and then you're in. And if it's a student-paced Nearpod, you would just click through the slides yourself, and if it wasn't a student-paced Nearpod, the teacher would do it for you. And so once you get to the drawing slide, you would hit either the pencil or the highlighter, whichever you needed to use. And if you tap it, you can use the colors, and you can change the size. And so for this question, it says, in the second syringe, draw air particles to show what happens when you push the plunger down. The tube is closed off so no air can escape. So I'm going to change the color to the lighter blue and change the size so it's near the size of the other particles, because that's what size they should be. And then there should be, I think, 9 particles, and they should just be closer together. So I'm going to draw those, and then you would hit submit, and in a student-paced Nearpod, after you hit submit, it just takes you to the next slide. And then once you get to the time to climb page, you can pick your avatar, and then you will answer the questions with the timer. And this question is, when there's a level of high humidity, that means there's a lot of what in the air, and that would mean water vapor. And you click it, and it's your next job, and then you can move up the slope. Playing this game is more fun, it's more interactive, and it makes learning the lesson easier and more fun. And I think it's easier for teachers because they don't have to have all these random pieces of papers just flying around.
Hi, my name is Damien. I'm a QVMS student. I'm going to be sharing ClassLink and Tinkercad. Yeah, so ClassLink, you would first sign in here, and I'm just going to sign in with mine. And there are a bunch of different apps, such as iExcel, InterOrbit, Gizmos, etc. So first we're going to do Gizmos, and see I have Mr. Cicero. And you have all these different things that your teacher can assign. So you can just put that like that. iExcel is for math and ELA sometimes. And you have Melred Ink, which is an ELA software. Tinkercad is different, right? You can sign in, you can do 3D design, circuits, and code. And I'll show the 3D design. Right, so you see here, it's just like a 3D platform where you can code, build blocks here. And you can, it's just like a software where you can build things. The iPad has significantly helped me because partially is that I got used to like electronics over the pandemic. And I've become really good with all the settings and stuff on it.
Hello, my name is Joelle Muratish. I am in 8th grade. I am a Quaker Valley Middle School student. Today I'm going to share with you how I use Google Docs. So Google Docs is one of my favorite apps to use on the iPad. I use it daily in some of my classes such as history, English language arts, and so much more. It is also a great way to communicate with your friends. How do you add your friends to a doc, you might ask? You click on the 3 dots on the right side and you click Share and Export. You can click Share and then you can add your friends or your teachers to the document. I also love this app because it is much easier than handwriting out all these essays. For example, as you can see on this essay, I have many different fonts and many different highlights to help my teacher navigate through this essay. As you can see, this sentence is green. That lets my teacher know that it is a topic sentence. And she commented down here many different things that way I can help edit my essay to make it perfect. The iPad has helped me learn as a student because it helps me communicate with my teachers and friends whenever I need to. And it also is much easier than writing.
Hi, my name is Catherine Karwoski. I'm a senior here at Quaker Valley High School. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to use Notability. Notability is probably the app that I use the most on my iPad. In Schoology, teachers will add documents that they want students to use instead of using paper. And it just makes it easier to not have to pass things out. It's all in one spot. People can access it at any time, on their iPad. So in Notability, you can bring over documents from Schoology, or you can just type up a new note if you want to take notes during class. You can have different sections in the app that make it really easy to organize and find stuff. You can add classes and make your documents in a class so they're easy to find. If I go into a file, for example, I'll go into my grade 12. I have mine organized by grades. So I'll go into grade 12. The text box, you can draw text box, which I really like, and make it however big you want. Sometimes you'll have to adjust the font size, or you can pick colors too to make your notes really pretty. I use this for a lot with math, just the drawing tool. As you can see here, I've made a little graph. You can add stickers if you want. So if you need to make a bunch of graphs for math homework, you could just make a sticker of it and then keep pasting them so you don't have to draw the same thing over and over. Moving on to the Slides app, this is my favorite way of presenting. I've made so many slides over the years. So we can go into, this is one of my bio labs. Slides is really easy to present information. You can make a new project and then add as many slides as you want to. This little button in the bottom left corner. You could add a title slide, information page. If you want to add just a blank one to add a picture. This is how you share it. So if you're working with multiple people, you can add them to it and they can help you work on it. Plus is when you want to add image, a shape, a line, a data table. We make a lot of data tables in bio. Comment if you want to go back and change something later. I always look through different themes depending on what project I'm doing. I'll do try to do a bio theme or a history theme or whatever. Once you have a slide, you can just type right on it, change the font, background, really kind of personalize it to whatever you want to do. But with an iPad, you can really it's an Apple product, so I'm very familiar with Apple products, and I have everything in here. If it was a computer, I wouldn't be able to draw on it and do my math homework, but it just makes it really easy instead of carrying a bunch of binders and folders. And teachers will add their textbooks to Schoology, and I'll just import them there instead of carrying around a 10-pound like giant book. I'm gonna miss this iPad.
My name is Jackson Bold. I'm a student here at QVHS. Today I'm going to talk to you about using Schoology in PowerSchool. So for Schoology, it's mainly accessing class materials. So if I go into my statistics here, you go to this week, they usually have weekly folders, and then you go into the daily folder, and they have the notes or the homework posted, and you download that onto Notability, which I know another student covered. Another reason why Schoology is nice is there's a calendar feature. So if you're ever absent for a day of school, you can go into the calendar. Each teacher will post kind of what happened in class, and you can get caught up. So the other app that I'll be talking about is PowerSchool, and this is where the grades obviously go in. And so you can see here each class has its own little folder, and you can go in and see what you got on each assignment. And if there's any missing assignments, they'll go in as zeros, and they usually drop your grade. So if you keep up with PowerSchool, you can stay on top of your grades. Personally, I actually enjoy the iPads more than a computer because I don't really like taking paper and pencil notes. And that's mainly just because it's hard to keep all your notes organized, and on Notability, you can just handwrite it just like you would on a piece of paper, but on obviously digitally, and then you can just keep it in a folder there. So it's more convenient to go back and access the notes and find what you need, and it just helps a lot with my organization.
I hope that you enjoyed our presentation this evening and hearing from our students. This is just a small portion of the wonderful things that are happening in our classroom. A special thanks to our two technology coaches, Sandra Calgaro and Kieran Vore, for their assistance with putting this presentation together.